Most people overpay for massive, high-end TVs because they assume you need to spend thousands more to get serious brightness, deep contrast, and smooth gaming performance, but this 2025 Hisense 85-inch U8 mini LED changes that equation completely. It delivers specs you'd expect from $6,000 competitors, but it's priced in a way that actually makes sense for real buyers. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. No hype, just solid value. Right off the bat, the Mini LED Pro Tech here is doing serious work. With up to 5,600 local dimming zones and peak brightness hitting 5,000 nits, this thing handles sunlight in a bright room and crushes dark, cinematic scenes where you need those inky blacks. I've had mine in a living room with south-facing windows, and even at noon, glare isn't washing out the image thanks to the anti-reflection Pro coating. That's not just a marketing line, it's the first TV I've used where I don't squint during daytime sports. It's also Pantone validated, which means color accuracy is spot on. If you care about skin tones looking natural or nature docs showing real greens instead of oversaturated neon, this one gets it. No weird tint, no over-sharpening, just clean, lifelike color straight out of the box. And since it runs Google TV, you've got all your apps organized cleanly, including IMAX Enhanced and Dolby Vision IQ. The 4.1.2 speaker system built-in supports Dolby Atmos, and honestly, I didn't feel the need to add a soundbar for the first few weeks. That's rare for any TV, much less one under $3,000. For movies and streaming, the HiView AI Engine Pro works quietly in the background, upscales HD to near 4K, cleans up compression artifacts, and adjusts brightness scene by scene. I tested it with some older Netflix shows and even a few DVDs thrown on via USB, and the results were way better than I expected. It doesn't fake detail, but it does make low-quality content watchable without looking like a blurry mess. Now, if you're into gaming, this is where the 85U8QG really surprises. It's got a native 165Hz panel, yes, actual 165Hz, not just motion interpolation tricks, and VRR support up to 288Hz. I ran a few hours of Hogwarts Legacy and Call of Duty on my PS5, and the combo of variable refresh rate and game booster 288 makes fast motion buttery smooth. Input lag is barely noticeable, and the enhanced game bar pops up with one button on the remote. No need to dig into settings. It shows your refresh rate, HDR status, VRR toggle, and even response time. Super handy. And because it's HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and IMAX Enhanced certified, you're not missing out on filmmaker intent whether you're watching Dune or playing a Netflix game like Avatar. The dynamic metadata makes a visible difference, especially in high-contrast scenes where you want to see stars in the shadows and not get blinded by explosions. So who's this really for? Honestly, it's built for three kinds of people: big screen lovers who don't want to sacrifice quality, serious home theater fans on a budget, and gamers who want a large display without latency or ghosting. At 85 inches, it's massive, yes, delivery takes coordination, and you'll want a two-person setup, but once it's in place, it becomes the centerpiece. I'd say if your room is 10 by 12 feet or larger, with average to bright lighting, this TV will handle it. It's not quite as pixel perfect as the absolute top-tier OLEDs in total darkness, but it blows them out of the water in brightness and longevity. And since it's QLED, you don't have to stress about burn-in from static game HUDs or news tickers. The built-in audio is far better than most brands, even has upward-firing drivers for a sense of height in Atmos mixes, so if you don't want extra clutter or cost, you're covered. Look, I've tested a lot of TVs, and the 2025 Hisense 85U8QG stands out because it doesn't nickel and dime you on specs. You get full local dimming, real 165Hz, high-end HDR support, and legit Dolby Atmos playback all in one box. The pros? Insane brightness, excellent contrast, solid built-in sound, smart gaming features, and that anti-glare finish that actually works. It runs cool, boots fast, and Google TV feels responsive, not sluggish. Only real con? It's heavy, so wall mounting isn't a solo job, and the remote doesn't have macros or dedicated service buttons. Small stuff, but worth noting. Also, while the AI upscaling helps, no amount of tech will make bad source material look 4K. But that's true of any TV. All in all, this is the kind of value pick that makes you question why other brands charge double for less. If you've been holding out for a big, bright, future-proof TV without the luxury tax, this one's worth serious consideration. Link is in the description if you want to check it out, just scroll down below.